Hey. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to the Piper Academy Show. I'm your host, Army Piper. Just got done wrapping up a great show over there on Investing Bros, watching T-Shrooms. Shout out to my roadie over there, giving out all the news. So today we're going to go a little light on news. We're going to look at a lot of charts. Is $38,000 the next step in Bitcoin? Had a lot of movement yesterday taking place right after post FOMC. I actually said yesterday that I thought that we were going to see a big move on the markets to the downside because of hawkishness. Not what we saw at all. Actually saw the opposite, and it took off. So hey, I am human, and I can admit when I made the wrong call, but we did pause. I thought we were going to pause. We also did get some hawkish news, and I'm actually going to break down the summary of that in today's show. So we're going to look at the summary of what Jay Powell said, and we're going to look at the crypto money flow cycle, courtesy of Rect Capital. So we're going to take a look at that. Is it time for the sub alts, the low caps, to start getting their move? We're going to take a look at that. We're going to look at the charts, and we're going to make an announcement. I got an announcement for everyone in here. So let's go ahead, jump over into the news, and let's take a look and see what we got over here right off the bat. Economic calendar. Of course, you guys know, gotta go over the economic calendar every day. It says refresh the page. Okay, let's refresh the page then. Let's do that. Okay, so there we go. Looking at it totally just went off the thing. So let me do this again. We're going to grab it here, and we are going to grab my economic calendar. There we go. Thank you for working with me today, Internet. Looking at the 2-star on the economic calendar, initial jobless claims had 212,000 in the previous week. Remember, these are weekly. These are people that filed for unemployment. So we had 212,000 last week. Consensus was that it was going to be 210,000. Forecasted at 217,000. It is 217,000. Why does that matter? You were pregnant? What? What are you talking about, Elo Brown? Um, so looking here, that is what we have, 217,000 jobs. That is why this is weird, because we're in holiday shopping season. We should be hiring more people right now. So why the numbers are going up the wrong direction, kind of interesting. But holiday hiring not happening. Could this be a precursor to what is happening with retail sales through the holiday season? Remains to be seen. We'll see. Non-farm productivity quarter over quarter, 3.6% was previous. Consensus 4.1, forecasted 3.6, came in higher than all of that. So a lot of business, but a lot of jobless claims. Who knows? Maybe these people are getting so busy that they're leaving their jobs and filing for unemployment because they don't want to do the work of what all this productivity is. Who knows? Who knows in today's world? I'm just saying. Friday, tomorrow, we're going to get non-farm payrolls. Looks like the projection is that non-farm payroll is going to be down quite a bit from what it was, 336,000 there. Of course, remember that these come out and they do get recalculated later. So this month tomorrow might come out at 190, and then next month they come out and they go, hey, no, actually it wasn't 190, it was actually 210,000. So way to go, government. Can't get that data out at the right time, but it helps you out in the end, doesn't it? Unemployment rate still sitting at 3.8%. That's tomorrow. We will see. Will it be 3.8%? Possibly, is what it looks like there for consensus and the forecast. But oh no, I'm not pregnant. It's not my. That is not my announcement. It's an announcement about this show starting next Monday. So yeah, the other thing is here on this unemployment, folks. Remember, if we have high unemployment numbers, the markets will pump tomorrow. So if it beats 3.8, the markets will go up. I know that's sad and that's bad, but that's what will happen. The higher the unemployment, the more the markets see this as a lockdown for Jerome Powell, because he can't do things if he's negatively affecting the economy, and so it makes him ties his hands a little bit. So we're going to be watching that tomorrow. Let's go ahead and jump over into the CME. CME here. Little refresh on this. Please don't kick me off the website like the last one did. Thanks. 82.6% chance now of December 13 FOMC rate hike. Pause, another pause, 82.6%, 17.4% chance of a rate hike now. This dropping almost 50%. there we saw. Yeah. I don't. I watch all that stuff, but at this point, it's entertainment. It's like watching, a train wreck in slow motion. So, I'm talking to Indie Rock Crypto and Elo Brown there. Looking at the 24-hour liquidations here, Bitcoin. Look at all these red liquidations here, folks. These are all liquidations on short trades. People were trying to short and got wrecked. In the past 24 hours. Total of $146 million in liquidations, 88 million of those being shorts. In the past 24 hours, 58,550 traders were liquidated. Total liquidations coming in at $146 million. The largest single liquidation was on Binance for ETH. It was 1.6, 1.7 million. We'll just call it 1.7, 1.69, $1.7 million in a single liquidation over there on an ETH trade. So I'm going to bet it was probably trying to go short and they got wrecked. So that's what we got there. Jump over here to X marks the spot. I got a couple of things. This is the summary here yesterday that we had for the FOMC and what Jerome Powell is saying. So let's bring this into focus here. Here we go. The Fed leaves rates unchanged for a second straight time. Number two, the Fed will assess the extent of additional tightening. Tighter credit conditions continue to weigh on the economy. Fed will continue to assess additional information. Additional tightening. Assess. Continue to assess. Inflation target remains 2%. I don't know that they're going to hit that, but they're not changing off of that. And the Fed is bracing for a long pause. That means we very likely will see that the current rate that we're at for a lot of 2024. I don't see that we're going to get any rate cuts at all until at least late December 2024. And we're going to keep an eye on that for you. The Fed continues to take a hawkish but cautious approach to policy. So they were hawkish. We did not get that drop that I thought we would get. In July, we called the Fed's rate hike their last of the cycle. We continue to believe hikes are done, but rates are the new norm, right? Higher rates are the new norm. So if you're sitting around waiting for your mortgage to drop down so that you can refi because you bought your house at 7% interest rate or mortgage rate, you probably won't see that for a while, folks. And that is the sad truth. Oh, I got my new coffee cup. Knowledge is profit. Little Baron bowl on there, some candlesticks. So yeah, there's my new coffee mug. Came in the mail. Love it. All right, getting the coffee in. So that is what we had for a summary for yesterday's notes. Here's a question for you. And I thought this was extremely interesting. This is by Rect Capital, another person that I follow. If you don't follow him, you should go check him out. He's got a lot of good stuff that he puts out all the time. But this is the flow of money and how it works with crypto, okay? It goes fiat, goes into Bitcoin, okay? And then Bitcoin, once it starts to move and people feel that it's had made, it's big, it's made its big run, it goes into large caps. Now, large caps, so there's higher market cap, total that they have. So, you're like your Solanas, your Ethereum. So it's your top altcoins, okay? Mid caps, that's going to be your things that are like, 500 million up to $1 billion, right? I consider anything over $1 billion a large cap. So, then it goes into the low caps. Those are your Archie specials right there. Okay, your Archie and Crypto Seth specials. So, and then that money profit goes back into Bitcoin, and from Bitcoin back into fiat. So we have seen the fiat move. Everybody was holding cash, guilty as charged. Bitcoin in large caps, they're all having their big move right now. I would say that some mid caps are even having their move right now. Are we about to see a low cap rally? And so that is a question I'm going to pose to Seth and to Archie on Twitter today, on X, and we will see what they say. I'm going to share this with them, and then I'm going to ask them to pose the question, and we'll see what they say. So if you don't follow me on X, you need to. Link down below in the description. We'll see how this little conversation goes, and maybe maybe I'll get on Archie's show here or Seth's show here soon, and we'll have this conversation. So um, that is what I had there on that one. I did not want you to miss it. Oh, and we're going to use this to go right into the charts. Oh, Crypto Savvy. I love the guy to death. Crypto Savvy is awesome. He's a good person. I just don't agree with what he says all the time on his stuff. Here is his reasoning, this pattern right here. Here's his reasoning of why he thinks that this is bearish AF. Okay, let's jump over to the charts and let's go talk about this for a second because he's on the daily chart there. So let me put this on the daily on mine, and we're gonna go over here and we're gonna jump over to this. Where are you? Where are you, Bitcoin? Here we go. There. Look. There we go. All right, we're gonna go back and forth. Are you guys ready? There's his reason for being bearish. Let's go back to it. Bearish right here. Last bull run. uh bearish bull run. Just saying. So shout out to Savvy. I love him to death, man. But come on, dude. Come on. Upward trend happened the entire bull run of 2021. 2020, 2021 was an entire upward trend. So there you go. That is what I have for the X. My tiny bit of Bitcoin and my XRP are really up too. They are carrying my loser alts. Yeah, I think a lot of people have seen that. You want one of them cups? Mr. J, I'm going to set a link up that I got this from. It's on Amazon. It's an Amazon thing. I was scrolling through it. I saw knowledge is profit. And I went, oh my god! Like I gotta get this cup. So my slogan on some random mug out there. So yeah. So I'll drop a link in tomorrow's show. So yes, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so let me go ahead and let's jump into what we're looking at here today. And the thumbnail, not clickbait, guys. I actually have a reason for the 38K. We're going to talk about that in a second here. But yesterday I was telling you guys, let's get back on the 4 hour. We were talking about this wedge that we were in. I said, guys, this is a bullish pattern. This ascending wedge typically breaks out to the upside 70% of the time. Well, shout out 70%. Um, Hey, be nice, Eric Wallen. So we did have the breakout here yesterday. This came in like the afternoon. So this is literally after Jerome Powell got done speaking and all that stuff. We broke up above my T box here, and I told you guys yesterday, watch for that T box, watch for that upper trade band of the predictive ranges there. That's a chart prime indicator, by the way, in Dynamics Pro, if you don't know. Well, we broke above it. We came back and we retested it twice here on Wix. I'm watching this 4 hour candle right now. It does look like it's breaking below it and getting back into that red T box, but that'll be okay. It's not a bad thing. If this doesn't wick back up on this 4 hour candle, which ends in about 2 hours and 15 minutes here, and close here, then I'm going to be watching for the 786 here for a retest back into the box. That's why I have a T box on there, because T boxes give you beautiful ranges, and that is what I think is going to happen here. Look at this sell-off candle right now. Look at this. Look at that. You just saw that in real time. That was crazy. So that's what I'm watching for there on Bitcoin. Market opened 15 minutes ago. Let's go see what's going on with the stocks real fast. Looks like, let's get this on the hourly. Looks like Google's still trying to make its way up. We do have Amazon in my box here that I told you to watch for there. And by the way, I put that box on there a while ago. Tesla still trying to make its way up. Nvidia still trying to make its way up. Okay, nothing looking too horrible. Let's look at the US 30 here. Actually, let's look at the futures. Let me pull up my futures contracts. I pay for it. Why not? No, that was not my third futures contracts. My bad. There we go. There's the Dow Jones pulling down a little bit on the hourly. The futures for the ES1 just hit the top of the golden pocket and rejected on the 618. And then NASDAQ pretty much tweezering right there at the top. So going to keep an eye on those today. Let's go jump into Bitcoin, and we're going to talk about why I think $38,000 is the next range that we're shooting for, and then I think 45K after that. Here's why. Yes, Eric Wallen and Elo Brown, My favorite chart. I'm pulling it up here for you. Let me isolate you. There we go. So I told you guys about, phase one bottoming right here. Phase two up at the golden pocket above the 50, which we are now in, and then phase three between the golden pocket and the platinum pocket on the 786. And I've got two different fibs going on here. There is channel fibs that are going across the entire history of Bitcoin there. Uh, and then that's these diagonal ones that are running up. These are Fibonacci's. They're not just random lines. They are full Fibonacci sequence and channel. And then I've got horizontal ones going. And now look, I know a lot of people have pointed out, hey, that's not going from the top to the bottom. No, you are correct. If you actually look at all of these horizontal fibs that I'm running here, I ran it from the candle close of the first height, the first pump in 2021, not the second one. Why is that? People probably want to know. Because this is when the pi cycle closed. I believe that the second pump that we had of the year was an over-exaggerated dead cat bounce, and that this was actually the top. Why do I say that? Well, one, I just told you, the pi cycle top, which is always marked the top of the Bitcoin cycle, printed here. That was the pi cycle topping. Also, we hit the 236 there on the Fibonacci lines. We tend to hit a line when we have a topping in the market. Okay, the first one we hit there, second one we hit there. Didn't make it up there this time. We were supposed to. Did not have that pump up that they said we were going to have. We hit the 236 perfectly. We don't typically close out in the middle of a range. Doesn't make sense. This over-exaggerated dead cat bounce, in my opinion. So I run my Fibonacci's off the top of that to the bottom of the candle close, and that is where these fibs come into play at for the phase one, phase two, phase three. Well, let's take a look at what the top of the green box is here on phase two, and you will see that is going to be at the 0.66, and it's 38,431. That's actually where I think we are going to see the next level. I do see that we could come down and hit this 50 again, but this would still be inside of phase two. So remember, 31,182 still in play, but for it to be a phase two, it would stay at 31,182 with the topping at 38,431. So once we hit that, remember my 786 here has not been broken. Guys, when we were running towards it over here, before we got into this entire ranging up here, I said the 786 is really good support. We almost perfectly started angling against that, and that was the movement of price action to the upside. So I do believe that as we come in here up till about 15 January, we could be in this phase two, and then we're going to start coming up here, creating this again. Do you guys remember this? Look familiar? Look familiar on the pattern there? The rising wedge breaks to the upside 70% of the time. Well, there you go. There's another one right there giving you that rising wedge, that ascending wedge, and that is going to be what I watch for that breakup to get out of phase two. Guys, I do believe that we're going to be sitting above 40,000 as we go into the halving. So 42,000 in the cards is what Indie Rock Crypto says. Elo Brown said, I'll make the cups and sell them. Yes, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. So, yeah, let's go ahead, take a look at a couple of alts. Drop in the chat here what you guys want to see on some alts, and I will get those on. And then I will give you guys the big announcement for next Monday. Let's see here. What do you guys want to see? Let's go ahead and pull up Solana. I know Solana's been doing some craziness. Love you, Solana. Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong chart. Let's get that back there. Put that back on the Bitcoin, please. Just hit Control Z. Control Z again. There we go. There we go. Don't mess up that chart. Okay. Oh wow, Bitcoin bounced hard on that that drop there, and it hit right down to the 786, where I told you guys we were probably going to be heading if it came down. We're still in the range box. I'm okay with that right now. And I'm actually okay if it goes even further. But I think it's going to hold in this 786 platinum pocket there. All right, let's take a look at Solana. Solana getting a little bit of pullback too here. Did not quite reach my 48.39 target that I was talking about with you guys, but that's still has time. Nothing is a straight line, and I'm fine with that. It does look like on the oscillator that we're getting a little twist on the ribbon here to the downside of that cloud, and that cloud is coming down. So we could see a retracement back to $40, $39.99, according to that 236 there on that fib. So let's go ahead and take a look at ADA. ADA, big wick on that one too to the downside, but it does look like it's holding back in its range here. There was one thing. Oh, it's Ethereum. Guys, I showed you guys this yesterday on Ethereum. I said, look, we've got this value area high here. I'm looking at the 1 hour. Let's go to the 4 hour because we were below that value area high yesterday. I showed you it had been resistance the whole time. And I said, look, we're in this range right here, and that's fine. Nobody's going to go broke trading that range. So we broke above it. We're right now on this candle retesting the value area high. So Ethereum could be about to move if Bitcoin doesn't pull to the downside. We're still in the consolidation upward trend. That's why we have the trend assist here. We have a 9 on the prime score, and we did just retest that value area high. However, I did also point out that we had the gold trade band. I said, this is the lower trade band right here. If we can't get above that, look for a rejection on it, because that is typically a resistance line when you're below it, because you typically try to trade above it, and if it hits the bottom and rejects it, means it's going down. That's the top trade line there on the trade band. So we could theoretically, if we stay in the trade lines that we typically trade here, mind you, it's been the delta here up to that. So we could be looking easily at another $1,600 Ethereum if this value area high, and if this dynamic reactor and this trend assist don't hold, because this has been our trade pocket right there between the delta and the upper gold band. So yeah, that's what I've got there for you on that. Let me see in the charts what we got here. Link. You want to see some link? And AMP and ADA. Okay, we can do that. AMP, ADA, link, trades. Smash them likes, share the channel. Yeah, because, hey, my 13 viewers right now are getting quality content that no one else. You guys are private class. This is private academy class. Thank you very much. You guys didn't know that you could afford to go to private academy, did you? Let's go jump into ADA here. ADA, oh yeah, I had the trend line on here. And I said, this trend line here is holding pretty decent. Where were we at here? Yesterday. There it was. Yeah, we broke that, and I said, look, we're trading up against it. I think it's going to try to pull back up in here. We do have a lot of support down below. I said, look, for our big support, though, to be in this golden pocket, we didn't make it. How close were we? That was about 2%, 2.3% off from where I said was major support. The trend assistant, strong enough to keep it afloat there. That's that green line. And the trend assistant did pop it back up there, giving us that support bounce, like a little trampoline action going on. And up she shoots. Let me get rid of all these drawings, man. All these drawings. Yeah, so I'm looking at the 382 here. We're still looking bullish on ADA right now. Even this candle pulled back up on that crazy wick. Looks like somebody trying to wash out some people in longs there with a quick wipe out there of liquidity. But yeah, 382 at 31.6 cents is what I'm watching for on ADA. Still looking like we're back above that green trend line. Mr. J, if it happens, great. If it doesn't, I'll still be here giving you guys content every day. So that's the beauty about what I do. I invest and I trade, and I don't need the channel to ever make me any money. I do that on my own. So if I can help you guys get there too, then hey, not financial advice, but I can teach people how to do their own research, teach them how to do their own TA. So let's go check out Link. I think that was one of the other ones here. Yeah, Eric Wallen asked for that. Again, the 50%. I told you we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I told you the 50% line was extremely strong resistance there. And to be watching for that T box coming in right below there. Let me load in. There we go. you can see that we had that rejection again there yesterday on the 50, and I'm still watching this T box. We also have the dynamic reactor that's going to be coming in right below. This is a very strong moving average with some algorithmic back testing done on it, guys. It's good, and so when it tests it, it typically is a range of bouncing. Same with the trend assist. But not on the same scale as a dynamic reactor. So when you got both of these running in the same direction, it pretty much gives you an idea that this might be the direction we're going right now. Yeah, we're right now that 50% is kind of going to be the bottoming, or it's kind of going to be the resistance there, but we've got the support that just keeps coming up here. So again, there's that 7 out of 10 time upward pressure that is going to break out on a horizontal versus a vertical because the trend's your friend. That's what we got on Link. Let's go and check out. That's right. Do their own fishing, Lex Caliber. He's talking about my statement that I made. I don't give people a fish. You give people a fish, you feed them for a day. You teach people to fish, you'll feed them for life. And that has been what I try to do over on the Chart Prime Discord for over a year, 18 months now. We wanted to see AMP. Let's go check out AMP. Let's get some amperage. There we go. AMP. And then we'll pull out. We're going to have a chat. We're going to go to the main screen here. Looking at AMP here. AMP's being a little odd. I won't lie. Let's go here. Yeah, AMP is looking a little odd right now. Let me try to pull up another chart here. Binance might be a little different. Let's check Coinbase. There we go. Yeah, AMP US dollar Coinbase. Yeah, this is looking extremely choppy. This is looking like lower time frames on the 4-hour time. Like this is what like 1 minute charts look like on Ethereum. Yeah, not overly impressed with what I'm seeing here on AMP. We are below the delta here, but all of the like this is coming down. This is coming down. I would wait on AMP. I don't know too much about AMP and its history, so not financial advice, but this rejection here from all of this previous resistance, it would have to get above the 0.00186 line before I would even think about getting into AMP. So there you go. Don't expect business for AMP, but it reclaimed a level. Yeah, but it also rejected a level, so be careful with that, Indy Rock. All right, let's jump over here. Let's go. Guys, I appreciate you coming in today and watching the show. I showed you the reason $38,000 Bitcoin is on its way. Could be dropping back down, but I showed you guys my support levels and where I'm watching there. As long as we hold those, I think we're going to be okay because we literally just came down, wicked to the 786, and we're sitting inside the T-box right now. So no major issue. Could come as low as 34,288 and still be in that wedge with the breakout, come back, retest that trend line, and then continue on. So no stress. Don't panic. What was the other thing? Oh, Monday. I got something for you. On Monday, I am going to have a co-host starting the show with me every day. I will have a partner in crime over here on the show. So next Monday, join me. Find out who the guest is. Go ahead. Yes, the announcement. He is not going to be a guest. He's going to be a co-host. He's going to start on Monday, and he's going to be with me every Monday through Friday, doing some tag team TA, and we are going to nail some call outs together because when him and I trade together, that's when I'm in my prime. So he's going to be joining us here next Monday. Be watching for it. Monday morning, be here if you want to know who it is. And I might give a hint in the Investing Bros Discord on the paid side, just for the members only over there this weekend. So we'll see. We'll check it out and see. But till then, guys, you guys know the levels. Don't worry. Don't panic. Don't panic, Elo Brown. And I will catch you guys here tomorrow morning, back here to check and see what happened with the charts. Where did we go? And what's hot in the news? So I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Trade safe, stay primed as always, and remember, knowledge is profit. Get your coffee cup. I'm gonna drop a link tomorrow in the link. Get your coffee cup. Knowledge is profit. So later, y'all.
That was awesome, dude!